bulbs going off about those of you that are struggling with casting it, losing tons of yards. Cast is two different motions. Number one, it is your hand has two different ones. It can go up, so my wrist can move up. That's what's called radial deviation. As I cast, I'm releasing that radial deviation. That's just like casting a fishing pole. That's probably where the name came from. I'm doing the same thing with my right wrist. I'm really letting that thing fly. That's the first piece of casting. And then the second piece of casting is actually doing this with my right wrist. I'm pushing from my right wrist from the top. I'm flexing these muscles on the inside of my forearm, and I'm trying to create speed by pushing the club forward early in the downswing. So if I do that right from the top, man, I'm going to be throwing it. I'm burning up all my energy back here. And worse than that, this club becomes incredibly unstable. Let's go ahead and try one out. I'm going to do my best to cast. It's a leg, but we'll give it my best shot here. I mean, I try to do my best. It's almost impossible for me to hit the ball. I barely kind of shanked that one, just barely off the tee box here. My club head speed was 82 miles an hour, and I felt like I was swinging hard, but I had no idea where this club face was. My club head is just going to trail behind my hands. My hands are going forward, that club's trailing right behind. As my hands come to impact, the hands are leading the way, and that club's just going to whip on through there. You can't help but control the club face because it's just falling right behind the hands. As soon as I start to cast and that club wants to get in front of my hands, it becomes incredibly unstable. Imagine you have what you to do is I want you to save that for the bottom of the swing. Now here's a trick to get that to happen. If I cast, let's look just at the butt end of the club. As I start to cast, you'll notice how that butt end starts pointing toward me very, very quickly. So here's the trick. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The longer I can keep that butt end of the club going away from my body, the easier it is to stop casting. This starts to turn toward me, you're dead in the water. This keeps away from me, it makes it so much easier. So we're gonna do 10 reps here. We're at the very beginning of the swing. I'm gonna go ahead and choke up on this club so it's easier to see. But as you start the downswing, I want you to have that club facing away from your body as long as you can. And as you continue the downswing, I wanna have it facing the ground for as long as I can. So I don't wanna do this, it's facing back up toward me. I wanna have it go away and then stay to the ground until the last second. Then, when it's at the right time, I'm gonna pop this back up and let all that energy go. So when we do a proper release, I am casting that club, but I'm casting that club down here at the bottom of the swing and letting it whip on through. That's why you have to cast to get some speed. It has to happen at the bottom instead at the top. So that's the first piece. Let's go ahead and do 10 reps. Choke up on your driver, club away from me as long as you can go, facing to the ground as long as you can go, and then right here at the bottom, when your hands get over top of the golf ball, boom, pop that thing right back up on through there. So do 10 reps, nice and easy in your living room. Work on that. The club cast, almost nothing we can do about it. So what we're gonna do here, as we start the downswing, actually first let's go ahead and do this. I want you to do a couple things with me. Set the club up here at a 90-degree angle from your body. And if I'm looking from this camera, I want you to do this motion. I want you to turn those hands down. So if I have just my right hand, I want it of pushing the club. I'm rotating it that way. So when I do this in the downswing, as I rotate that club out, I want you to have this club very flat with the ground. So if I'm casting, what's ended up happening is my club is steepening up, the butt end's pointing toward me. If I'm rotating that club out this way, I'm actually shallowing the club, I'm squaring up the face earlier, and now I don't have that urge to push with my right hand. That's gonna take away that urge. Then from there, you're gonna wait to the bottom of the swing, and then bam, you're gonna pop that grip back up to get all that speed at the bottom. Going like this, now I wanna go ahead and take it to the top of my swing, and I'm gonna get that same motion as I'm starting my downswing. Club's very shallow, and my hands are turning out. Now we're ready to put that to the test. I'm gonna feel that same thing in my swing. We're gonna see that I have a bunch of lag. You'll see some slow motion video going through this. I'm gonna go ahead and absolutely rip the ball. See if we can improve on my 82 mile an hour club head speed. And let's see, 145 yard driver distance from the last one.
Shooting at 80.
So put those two things together, you guys are absolutely gonna crush the ball. All right guys, best of luck. That one's right down the right center. We'll see the club head speed on that one here in 1 second. We're at 119.8 and we went from 145 to 296 on our distance. So get that lag, work hard, see you soon.